Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Amy and welcome to my little growing YouTube fam. It would honestly mean the world if you could go down below and subscribe. Also, give the video a thumbs up and go and follow me over on my TikTok. I'll put a little on-screen promo here. It's just Amy Blan and I am so active on there, so I would love it if you could go follow me over on there. Enough of the rambling, let's just get straight into today's video. As you've already seen by the title, we've got another Primark video, but this one is actually a testing Primark makeup. I wasn't gonna do a YouTube video about it, but then I thought, why not? I just thought it was quite like a different cool video, so I thought we'd do a testing Primark video over on YouTube as well as TikTok. As you can see, I've done my eyebrows and that's it. I either couldn't find any eyebrow products or I just missed them and I realised I've got nothing for the brows. So the brows are done, they don't count in this video, but I did manage to pick up everything else and there's so many things I've been so excited to try. I am going to have like a mirror here, so if you see me looking like in this direction, that is why. The first thing that I'm going to be using is the PS Flawless Glow. This is meant to be like a Charlotte Tilbury dupe of the Flawless filter and I saw this all over TikTok. I went to my Primark, honestly, a good few times to find this and they finally had it when I went last weekend. So we're going to start with this. To be honest with you, I've never used Flawless filter, so I've not got anything to like compare it to. I feel like I colour match that quite well. I mean, this is more of like a... would you say warm? I'd say like it's a bit more orangey, whereas my tan's more, I don't know. How much do you put on of this? Like, I've never used Flawless filter before. I feel like my colour match was bad actually. I don't know. I feel like my colour match isn't good, but we'll give it a go. Can I use a sponge for Flawless filter? I don't know, but I love sponges. These sponges are actually from Primark. I see loads of people like say they hate the Primark sponges, but I rate them. I actually prefer my Primark one to my Cocoa Cosmetic sponge. I guess Flawless filter is just meant to be like a base, like a light kind of makeup base, am I right? I feel like I need to buy the real Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter now, so I've got something to compare it to. That has actually gone on the skin really nicely. I feel like I'm glowing. Do I look glowy? Because I feel like I'm glowy. I really like that, you know. I actually think that looks really good. Then the next thing I picked up is this tinted moisturiser. This was £5 and I picked it up in the colour 5. They had loads of colours. Like, Primark are pretty good with their colour ranges. I am more of a lightweight foundation kind of gal. I don't really like full coverage. I've never tried tinted moisturisers, but I see everyone rave about them on TikTok. So I thought now is the perfect time to give a tinted moisturiser a go. I'm hoping the colour is going to be good. And how much do you use? Like, I've got no idea. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll blend that out and then I'll probably put way too much on. We'll go in with a sponge just because why not? Oh my god. That blends out so nicely. Like, I actually really do like that. That has got quite full coverage considering that is a tinted moisturiser, but that's kind of what I like. It's like your skin, but better. Wow, I really like that. I mean, I'm going to have to put it down onto my neck because the colour match wasn't great from me. I feel like Primark shades are more on the warm side, whereas I do usually go for like a cooler tone. I am going to put a bit on the neck because my neck does not match right now. I would say, considering that's a moisturiser, the coverage on that is quite insane. I've not done a makeup video in ages, so this might be an absolute shambles, and I'm a bit hungover. I feel like every time I film at the moment, I'm hungover. And this being sugar-free is just not cutting it. Not cutting it at all. I need like a full fat Coke. Anyway, next we're going to go in with the cream bronzer in the shade medium to dark. This again is meant to be a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. I've never used the Charlotte Tilbury one, so I have nothing to compare it to. But this was £4.50. I think the Charlotte Tilbury one is like in the £20 range, I think. Oh, I just stabbed myself and made myself bleed. That hurt. I've seen these everywhere and they are meant to be really good. So that's the applicator. I love that. That looks so cool. Are you just meant to squeeze and it's meant to come out? Because this one's not coming out. Oh, there's an on and off like arrow. So I had it on off. Let's turn it to on. Oh, I could hear the product move its way up. I love that. Oh my god, I'm probably bleeding. I actually think that is so cool. I'm obsessed with this foundation and contour stick in the shade Chai. I honestly use this every single time I do my makeup, so it'll be good to see if this one is kind of just as good as this one. It definitely looks like more of a cool tone. Oh my god, I just love being able to do this. Wow, so far I feel like that's going to be a really nice product to blend out as well. Oh my god, sorry. I think that might be my new favourite product. That blends out so nicely. It's like you don't even have to try. The coverage definitely isn't as good as my other Primark one. Sorry, what? Primark are really killing it at the moment. That's been sat on my forehead for a little while and that has still just blended out so nicely. I feel like that is a more like everyday kind of contour, whereas the stick that I use, I feel like that's more buildable and has better coverage, whereas this is definitely more of like a light kind of coverage. Do you know what I mean? I do feel like it is a bit more on the pricey side. Like I could go into Superdrug and pick products up for a lot cheaper than Primark. Like this PS Flawless Glow is £6, whereas I feel like you could get a dupe from, I think Elf do a dupe and collection, which is probably less than £6. Now moving on to concealer, I picked up this one, which is Illuminate Under Eye Concealer, and it's got jojoba seed oil and vitamin E. I picked it up in the colour Sand. It's £3, which I guess is that cheap. I don't really go and buy makeup that often, so I'm not really sure. Because the packaging was on it, you couldn't actually see, but it's matte like packaging. I love that. I think that looks quite bougie. And the tip of it is giving me like Maybelline vibes. Do Maybelline have a concealer like this? Because that's the sort of vibe it's given me. Oh my god, you actually do twist it. Here we go. Guys, have any of you got that triphobia with the little holes? Oh my god, I actually think I'm going to be sick. Can you guys see that? That's making me feel funny. I need to get that on ASAP. It's come up through little holes and that looks disgusting. Okay, I feel like I colour matched that quite well. That's like a nice brightening colour. I've twisted that a few times and look how much air's gone down. I don't know how much product you actually get in here or how long that's going to last for. Now we are going to blend this out. I'm going to use my Primark sponge again because these are just the best. Love the consistency of that. I feel like that's just brightened up my chin nicely. Blends out really nicely. I feel like all of the Primark products just blend into your skin so seamlessly. If I went out, I don't think anyone could ever tell that I have a full face of Primark makeup on. Everything is blending out so nicely. Just a vibe. The next thing that I picked up is a cream blush. I was trying to get the Charlotte Tilbury dupe, but they didn't have it, so I picked this one up instead. This was £3.50 and it comes in this really cute little packaging. I picked mine up in the colour Peach, mainly because there was no other colours. Wow! That's giving me absolute summer vibes. Like, look at the freaking pigment on that. Well, I'm saying pigment, but I've not put it on my face yet, so I think I just mean the colour. Like, the colour of that looks amazing. I'm obsessed. I think I might warm it up in my hands and then pop it on. I'm going to put it straight on my face. Normally I just pop it like that, get my sponge and blend it out. That's gorgeous. I feel like that is so pretty and buildable. I love blush, so I'll probably put loads more on. I love putting blush like up on the forehead. I just love being like a blusher queen. So pretty. Definitely buildable. It definitely doesn't have the most pigment, but if you look at that side compared to like this side, you definitely can tell that I've got blusher on, and the colour is absolutely gorgeous. I don't have a blush this sort of shade. Again, the products just blend in so nicely. Like, nothing is like caking or what's the word, like separating. None of the products are doing that. They're just all blending in so nicely. I genuinely feel like I would use these products like day to day. I'm gonna pop a bit on the nose. Who doesn't love a little pink nose? That's just the cutest. That's all the cream products done. So now we're gonna move on to powder products. Hopefully it doesn't go wrong here. I picked up this loose baking powder in the colour Translucent. This was £3. I was looking for a pink powder, but I don't think Primark are on that hype yet. And Translucent is still a powder that I use a lot. I'm still loving Laura Mercier. I don't think I've ever used a different translucent powder. This one reduces shine, soft matte finish, buildable coverage, oil free. We love to see it. I am going to use a Trigwell powder puff to apply, just because I feel like it gives it a fair like game. I have seen on TikTok again, they have got their own powder puffs, but I didn't see them or I wasn't looking for them when I went. It looks a bit more like yellow than my Laura. I'm just gonna get some on my powder puff. I always like pat off the excess on my hand because you don't want to be too powdery. Now let's test. Okay, first of all, that's very like pigmented. Like when I get that much on my powder puff of Laura, I feel like that's just ruined my whole makeup. Guys, what the fuck? I need to try and sort this out ASAP. I don't know whether you're meant to put that powder on with a powder puff, because all that did was cake up and like go flaky AF. I thought there was no coming back from that then. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do on the other side then is just a bit on a brush directly under the eyes. Hopefully that works a bit better. To be fair, I think every powder you should be able to use with a powder puff, so I think the powder has got a no from me, which is disappointing because everything else was so nice. Maybe I just used too much. Definitely is brightening though. I have just gone over with the powder puff. Maybe I just had a bit too much product. I'm just going to set the rest of my face with a brush. Now I'm going to be going in with, so basically this is a foundation pressed powder in the colour Chestnut. It's a really dark shade. I couldn't find any bronzers, not one. I literally was looking everywhere. I couldn't find any bronzers. So when I saw this powder, I thought we'll try and use it as a bronzer. This was £2.50, which is pretty good for a bronzer. It says buildable coverage, matte finish, use alone or to set foundation with vitamin E and vitamin C derivative. I mean, derivative gives me bad vibes. Comes with one of these sponges, not a vibe. See ya. First of all, I think my colour choice was not the best. This is so dark. I don't think it's going to look good on me. I think that's going to look muddy, but we'll give it a go. I've not got anything else to try. So we'll try this as bronzer. Pray for me, guys. Woohoo, she looks pigmented. I'm going to pat some of that off. And then, guys. It was going so well, and the powders have come along and they've ruined it. Can blending save this? Can it? Oh. You know when something goes so well, you just... Just breathe. Have a minute, Amy. Have a minute. Again, I think I just needed to go in with a little bit less product because, as I said, she's very pigmented. This side looks really nice. I don't think I love it, but it's not bad. I think I saved it again, guys. I actually think I did. This is what happens. So you first put it on and it goes like that, and then you just give it a bit of a blend. It just takes a bit of blending, all right? Trust me with this one, guys. Just takes a little bit of blending. Just thought I'd show you guys a bit of a comparison. This is my MAC Give Me Sun, and then this is what I just used. So you can kind of see it is a lot darker than a bronzer that I would usually use. I think that was my fault. Like, my sort of colour choice was not the best, but it looks all right. I feel like I kind of made up for it. I've just realised I didn't get anything for lips, and I also didn't get any mascara. So all I've got left to do is my blusher, and then that's everything that I got. I will still finish the makeup so you can see it all put together. I'm gonna bronze my eyes. This could also go wrong, but let's try it. I feel like I have definitely used worse products than this. It's just like quite a cool toned, I would say. Now for the blusher, I picked up this high pigment blusher in True Peach. Again, this was the only shade they had, so it's lucky that the cream one was also peach because we stuck to a peach theme. This is what it looks like. I believe I actually have used a Primark blusher before. It used to be like religious in my makeup routine, but I've not used one in so long. I don't have one this colour either. It's like a really pretty peachy light pink kind of colour. Again, a lot comes on the brush. Let's tap. Oh, I feel like that's really pretty. Like, that's got a nice amount of pigment. I rate that. That's actually the first powder product from Primark that I actually rate. Let's do the other side. Oh my god, I love it. That's so pretty. It's like a really pretty pink. And it goes onto the skin so nicely. I'm obsessed with that. I'm just going to go and put some mascara on and do my lips. And then I'll be back and we can rate the face when it's done. Right, so I've just literally put on a tiny bit of mascara and then I've done my usual lip routine. And that is the finished full face of Primark makeup. Apart from brows, lips, mascara. Okay, I did miss a few products, but a full base, like that's a full base of Primark makeup. I rate it, but then when you look at the price, it has definitely gone more expensive. So you would kind of hope that it would be good. But yeah, I really like that. I especially like the tinted moisturiser and the flawless filter dupe. Anyway, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy a bit of a different one for my channel. But please do let me know what you want to see and remember to go and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week for a brand new video. Bye guys.